Hello kids, how are you all? So welcome back to the final session of your chapter 3, The Foolish Donkey, in your English literature. So as I said, we are stepping on to the last and final video, and here we are going to discuss about punctuations, and we are just brushing up punctuations, and then we are going to the question answer session. So I hope you remember the story of the Foolish Donkey. What was the name of our story, children? The Foolish Donkey. So we are moving on to video number 4, worksheet 13 to 16. So do you remember the story of the Foolish Donkey? Okay, we'll just have a glance. Okay, so what was the story about? The story is about a lazy, foolish donkey and his wise master, isn't it? So what happened to the donkey, children? He was carrying salt to a nearby town. So his master, the donkey's master, was a salt merchant, and he used to sell salt in a nearby town, and he used this donkey for his assistance to carry heavy loads of sack on its back. So while going to the town, they had to cross a river, and once it so happened that donkey fell into the river, and his master, when he came and pulled off the donkey from the river, what happened? Some of the salt in the sack got dissolved into the water, and when the donkey continued his journey, he felt that the weight became lighter. So he decided to try this trick every day. So when they reached the river, what did the donkey do, children? Purposefully, he deliberately fell into the river and lied there for some time. He was waiting the salt to get dissolved, so his weight will be lighter. So every day this happened. The merchant he was disturbed, and one day he did notice that the donkey was doing it deliberately, and then he decides to teach the donkey a lesson. What did he do, children? You remember, right? Tell me, what did he do? Yes, he then very next day loaded the sack with a lot of cotton. And so then what happened? When the donkey fell into the river, the cotton was absorbing a lot of water. And when the donkey got up from the water, when the donkey got up from the pond, what happened? His weight was much heavier. And then the donkey learnt his lesson, isn't it? So that was our wonderful story, telling you all not to be lazy. You should always be active. Okay, so that was a cute little story. Now we are moving on to page number 13, and there we have around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions which are given to us without punctuations, which means we have learned punctuations with starting with the capital letter and ending you have to put full stop. And in second standard we have learned as when you come across a proper noun specially given to a place or a thing or a person, it can be. It should be specially given to somebody else like that. So when you come across a name, when you come across a proper noun, you have to use capital letter. Only the beginning letter should be capital in that case. So we are just going to read these sentences. These sentences are all written in small letters without the full stop. Okay, so we are going to read it once, and then we are going to identify the mistakes in it, and then we are going to rewrite in the 4 lines given to you. So please keep your worksheets in your hand, please keep your pencils ready, okay, and then listen to me. So the first sentence in page number 13 is, once there lived a salt merchant. That is a sentence which you can spot in the very first paragraph. So see here, always after the word once, O-N-C-E, once, always after the word once you have to use a comma. Whenever you see once, always O starts with capital letter, okay, and then after E, after the word, you have to put a comma. So first word, comma, and then what can you spot out? Once there lived a salt merchant, full stop. Okay children, so we are going to write this into the lines. Take your pencils in your hand and get ready. Once, so capital O, O N C E, once, comma, there, T H E R E, there, cut for T, lived, L I V E D, lived, dot, salt, S A L T, salt, merchant, M E R C H A N T, merchant, cut for T, and the full stop. So here you have a complete sentence starting with a capital letter, comma, ending with a full stop. Children, remember, after the word once, always there should be a comma. Now moving on to the second sentence here, what do you have? He had a donkey for his assistant. So just spot out any mistakes which you can see, which you can find in this particular sentence. Yes, we have started off with a small letter and there is no full stop. So come on, rewrite it. He, capital H. Touch the lines and write, children. Your handwriting should be beautiful. Slant your letters towards right hand side. Sorry. He had it is not a, it's a donkey. D O N K E Y, donkey, for see the loop of R going out of the second line, his, and even the loop of S should go above the line. Assistance, so big word, try to write at a stretch, A S S I S T A N C E, assistance, and put the full stop. So now you have a complete sentence with all the correct punctuation. Started with a capital letter. He had a donkey for his assistance. Now moving on to the next question, children. The donkey slipped and fell into the river. What's the question? The donkey slipped and fell into the river. And now here, can you spot out any mistakes in this sentence regarding the punctuations? Yes, it is started with a small letter and there is no full stop. So please, you can stop watching the video and you can do it by yourself, because this is quite simple. You are learning right from first standard itself. Okay, so if you can write alone, please do the work by yourself. Okay children, so I am just giving a reference to you, that's all. Okay, so we are going to begin again the sentence with capital letter T H E D. The donkey D O N K E Y, the donkey slipped. So what's another word for slip, children? Trip, isn't it? So S L I P P E D, the donkey slipped, and A N D, and fell. That beautiful F of yours, F E L L, fell into. I N T O, sorry, the T shouldn't touch the first line. I N T O, into, dot for I, the river. So T H E, the river. R-I-V-E-R, river, full stop. Dot for I. So here is our second sentence. The donkey slipped and fell into the river. Moving on to the next, which is the fourth sentence. The merchant did his best to help the donkey. So here also again we have the same mistake, capital letter and full stop. Now we shall write now capital T, H, E, the merchant, M-E-R-C-H-A-N-T, merchant, did his best. So leave enough space after each word. Slant your letters to the right hand side. H, I, the loop of S and R should go above the line. Best, be careful when you write B. B, E, S, T. Be careful with the joining of the letters B and E. To help the donkey. So 2. T shouldn't touch the first line. 2. Help. H-E-L-P, help the donkey. Again, T-H-E, the donkey, D-O-N-K-E-Y, donkey, and then full stop. So now we are moving on to the final question, the final sentence in this portion, in this activity. The poor donkey had learned a lesson. So that is a last sentence, perhaps the last sentence in our story also. So here also we can spot out the same difference when we compare to a normal sentence. See, the capital letter is not there, full stop is also not there. So we have to rewrite it with the capital letter and you have to end it with the full stop. So again, the poor donkey had learnt a lesson. T, H, E, the poor. P touches all the line. O, and right from O I am studying R. So, donkey. D, O, N, K, E, Y, donkey. Had learned. H-A-D, had learned. L-E-A-R-N-T, learned. And then the cut for T, a lesson. That's a here. Lesson. L-E-S-S-O-N, lesson, and then full stop. So these are the sentences that you have for this class, and now let us move on to the question answer session. So you very well know the story, children, so do not be you do not get tense of how to write this. You do not learn, you needn't learn these question answers, but it is good if you can learn it orally at least, because it helps in your vocabulary. It helps you to speak in complete sentences. So if you can, I am not insisting anybody, so if you can, please learn this by heart orally, because it helps you to speak in good language, in rich language it helps you. So we are moving on to the first question. What did the merchant load on the donkey every morning? Very easy. Salt, isn't it? But you are not supposed to answer in a word. You should always try to answer in complete sentence. Okay, so what did the merchant load on the donkey every morning? So the half of the answer is there in the question only. The merchant, what? The merchant loaded a sack of salt on the donkey every morning. Okay, so the merchant, load become loaded, what? A sack of salt on the donkey every morning. So that's your answer. Come on children, let us write. The merchant, your spelling is here, MERCHANT, merchant. Load, I said load become loaded, past tense. LOADED, loaded. What did he load? A sack of salt. So, a sack, SACK, sack of, of salt, 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 on the donkey every morning. That is there in the question itself. ON, on, the THE, the donkey, 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 every morning, EVERY, every morning, 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 dot for I, and then the full stop also. So this is the answer. The merchant loaded a sack of salt on the donkey every morning. So when you look at the question itself carefully, you will get half of the answer from the question itself. So you need just to find out what the correct answer is and just cope up with the other sentence, cope up with the other words in the sentence, and you say it by yourself 1 or 2 or 3 times you say it. So you will get to know whether you are saying the sentence that you are making up is correct or not. You will have an understanding whether it is correct or not, and then you try to improve your language. Okay, children. So now we are moving on to the second question, and here we have, see, I'll show you. How did the donkey and the salt become wet? How did the donkey and the salt become wet? Because one day, the first time, he just slipped and fell into the water, fell into the pond. But the other days, what did he do? He deliberately fell into the pond, isn't it? So how did they become wet? They fell into the pond and became wet, isn't it, children? Is that the answer? So how to put into words, how to put into complete sentence? The donkey and salt became. You have to change this become into became. The donkey and the salt became wet because they fell into the water crossing the pond. Understood? So the donkey and the salt became wet because the donkey fell into the water while dancing. Huh? Oh no, while crossing the pond. So come on, while crossing the pond. Now let's put these into the sentences. The donkey, start with a capital letter, slant your words towards the right hand side, touch the lines and write. The donkey, 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 and the salt, AND, and the salt, 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 became wet. It's not become, became, BECAME, became wet. How did it become wet? Next line. Because BECAUSE, because The donkey, what happened? The donkey fell into the river, isn't it? The donkey fell into the river. What happened into the river? Sorry, into the water, isn't it? Into the water. While while crossing crossing while crossing the pond. The pond. P-O-N-D, pond. So that is your answer. Now look here, the third question. Why did the donkey become happy? Why did the donkey become happy? Because when he got out from the pond, he understood that the weight of the salt, the weight got reduced. That is the reason he became happy. So why did the donkey become happy? Because the donkey became, I told you, when you write in the answer, becomes became. So the donkey became happy when it understood that the weight of the sack got reduced. Understood? So the donkey became happy when it understood that the weight of the salt, weight of the sack got reduced. Now let's put this into the lines. Capital T, the T-H-E, the donkey, D-O-N-K-E-Y, donkey. Became, it is became here in the answer. Became happy, H-A-P-P-Y, when it understood. So when, W-H-E-N, when it, I-T-A, understood. U-N-D-E-R-S-T-O-O-D, when it understood that the weight, T-H-A-T, that the, T-H-E, the weight of the, W-E-I-G-H-T, weight of the, T-H-E, the sack, S-A-C-K, sack, got, G-O-T, got, reduced, R-E-D-U-C-E-D, reduced, and then full stop. So moving on to the final question in this lesson. How did the donkey learn a lesson? See here, Read after me. How did the donkey learn a lesson? How did the donkey learn a lesson? What did the merchant do? The merchant loaded a sack of cotton instead of salt, isn't it? So what happened then? What happened then? Which made the load heavy. Thus the donkey learned a lesson. So the merchant loaded a sack of cotton instead of salt, which made the load heavy. And that is how the donkey learned a lesson. So thus the donkey learned a lesson. So now let's put these into the lines, okay? So all these answers you know, children. So you are by heart, but you know the answers. We are just giving you training how to put this into complete sentences in an answer format. So you need to just go through these answers, or if you can learn it, okay? I am not insisting, it's not mandatory. So the merchant, capital T, the merchant, M-E-R-C-H-A-N-T, merchant, loaded, L-O-A-D-E-D, loaded, a sack of, S-A-C-K, sack of cotton, C-O-T-T-O-N, cotton, instead of salt, I-N-S-T-E-A-D, instead of O-F, of salt, S-A-L-T, salt, which made, W-H-I-C-H, which made, M-A-D-E, made the load, which made the load heavy, L-O-A-D, load, heavy, H-E-A-V-Y, heavy, full stop. And your second sentence, thus the donkey learnt a lesson. T, capital T, we are starting another sentence. Thus, T-H-U-S, thus, the, T-H-E, the, donkey, D-O-N-K-E-Y, donkey, learnt, L-E-A-R-N-T, learnt, a lesson, L-E-S-S-O-N, lesson, full stop. Okay, so these are the answers that you have to do. So children, that's all for this class. Thanks a lot for watching the video and being attentive to the lesson which I was taking to you. So hope all my little kids are safe at home, staying happy and learning things at home, okay? So until we meet in the next chapter, children, take care, stay safe, stay healthy and stay happy, children. Bye.